What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. It's been a little while since I've done a video that's like just outside of a live stream or a podcast, and I had an idea thanks to my buddy Kevin, and then I forgot about the idea, and then something triggered the idea to come back. So we're talking about punk rock, or not even punk rock, vinyl grails that you're looking for, right? Every year I try to set a goal and a budget for myself of what I want to buy in regards to vinyl or tapes or CDs or whatever, right? I don't buy a lot of stuff for myself anymore. It's typically just things for the shop, inventory for the store. But today I scored a copy of Bombshell Rock's Generation Tranquilized off of Lars Fredriksson. I got a test press from him, right? And it got me thinking that it reminded me of, oh yeah, I wanted to make a video talking about a few of the grails that I wanted to acquire this year. If somebody that's watching the channel could maybe help me locate one, it'd be amazing. So I've got 6 things on a little list. 5 are actually vinyl grails. 1 is not. So let me start with the one that's not vinyl. Okay, so I have a first gen Operation Ivy Cassette, Lookout Records, Energy, obviously. No barcode. Very, very first one that was ever made. Bam. So what I would like to do is I would like to get an upgraded version of this tape that isn't yellowed. Alright? I don't want it to be scuffed up or anything. It just needs to be white. And I'm willing to fork out a little bit of cash. Yeah. This is amazing. This is one of my favorite things that I've got. But if I was able to acquire an upgraded version of this, then I would sell this copy because this is worth a fair amount of money for a cassette tape. So the first thing that I'd like to get is an upgraded version of the Operation Ivy Energy Cassette, first edition, but on like crispy white cassette tape. So the first 2 things that I want to get are both upgrades. The second thing that I would like to get this year, if I can come up with the money, is an upgraded version of And Out Come the Wolves on first press. I have a sealed copy here, but, you know, being a collector, and this is my favorite band and my favorite album of all time, I'm a little bit picky, so check this out. So it's not even, honestly, it's not even that bad, but like, if I was to sell this, it wouldn't pass as near mint. Check it out. So on the corner, nice ding there. It goes all the way around to the front. Then this side has got a nice little crease in it. All right. And then the bottom. Bottom looks pretty good. Everything else looks pretty good. I think there's a little small crease somewhere else too. But this is our first press. There's a slight crease in the back of the jacket. This is record collector nerd shit. But right here, there's a little crease. I understand to most people this is ridiculous. And I agree, it is pretty ridiculous. But I'd like to get like a near mint, near mint minus copy of Rancid and Out Come the Wolves first press. I found 1 or 2 online. They're kind of pricey, but they're all opened. And that's okay. The only way that I can ever seem to be able to tell a first press between, or can tell between a first press and a later edition, is that, again, to my understanding, the first press, the white went all the way out to the edge, and then the presses after that, it did not. There was a black border all the way around. I don't know if that's 100% true, but all the first press ones I've ever seen looked exactly like this. So I also kind of might want to just get a near mint open copy so that I can play a first press, because that would be fun, I think. I would like to open this, but it's the only one I've got. So very few records will I not open. That's one of them. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool to get maybe a near mint one and just like play it and then put it away. Like, I don't know. It'd be cool to see what one sounded like that was made in 95. It turns 30 years old this year, so let's talk about it a little bit, right? Oh, I just realized I lied to you guys. I said there was only one that wasn't vinyl. That's not true. The next one is also not vinyl, but it's not one that I've ever had or seen in person. So there was a CD that came out, I think in 1995, but it's called Rancid Demos from the Pit. It's one of those things that's eluded me for a lot of years. I've always wanted one, never even seen one in person. But it's got 23 songs, and I mean, it's got so many great tracks on it. But it's got a very much a mock-up of the, first album cover on it. So a lot of those songs I've got like versions of, but I think this is all demo versions from 92 to 94 of those songs. I don't think they're all the result that we have on the albums or whatever, on the compilations, the B-sides. I think these are different versions. Even if they're not, there's a couple of songs here that are pretty scarce, and I just want to have it as a completist. But yeah, demos from the Pit is one that I would love to get my hands on. The next album is the first of only 2 non-Rancid items that are on my short list of Grails that I want to acquire this year somehow. So back in 2005, before Gaslight Anthem was a band, Brian Fallon, their singer, sang in a band called This Charming Man. I only found out about this because of Chris Klink. He knows I'm a big fan of Gaslight Anthem, and he told me about this release. So they did an EP. I think it's called Every Little Secret, and it's just kind of scarce, fairly expensive, but Gaslight Anthem is a really important band to me, and I've listened to this online. It's really good. So being as that I would love to have everything Brian Fallon's ever done, more so than just Gaslight Anthem, I would really like to get my hands on a copy of This Charming Man. And if anybody that's watching this has a copy they're trying to get rid of or something, I'm not trying to get it for free or anything. I'm not even trying to get it for like super cheap necessarily. Just a good price, like a fair price. But like I said, it was just an EP. Man, I feel like listening to this again tonight. I might give it a spin online after we're done here. But This Charming Man's EP is another one that's absolutely on my list for 2025. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. We'll see, right? Okay, so we got the second most important Grail out there right now for me is it's kind of pricey, but Street Dogs are a very important band to me, and they have an album called Fading American Dream, and for some reason they only made 300 copies of this record, and it's just scarce because of that. They're a very important band to a lot of people. Mike McColgan is somebody that I admire. His songwriting, his vocal style, I really enjoy it. Johnny Rio is a buddy of mine. And most notably, my friend Pete Sosa, ended up playing drums with them. So they're just a band that I just really resonates with me. I feel like I connect with them. One of the first real like Oi type bands that I really, really, really loved. Outside of like Coxbar. But yeah, it's an album that I've never had on vinyl. I've had it on CD plenty of times, but let's look it up and see what the best tracks on it are. Man, that album is fantastic, actually. Here, hold on. I'm going to do it on my computer. So we got... Damn, 2006, huh? Man, Not Without a Purpose is probably one of the best punk rock songs of the last 25 years. Not just, Oi or Street Dog songs. Toby's Got a Drinking Problem. I used to live about 4 houses down from Toby, and that's a true story. He did have a drinking problem, but I think we all did. The title track, Fading American Dream. Dude, this album's so good. Common People, the first song on the album, fantastic song. Decency Police, another really great song. There's Power in a Union, just that, pretty self-explanatory, right? Dude, this is a great album. Hard Luck Kid's a really good song. Fading American Dream is so good. Final Transmission might be like a low-key greatest hit for this band. Dude, that song is so fucking pretty. But yeah, Street Dogs, Fading American Dream, low print run, great record. I hope they repress it. I'd rather them just repress it so that I can get a copy for a reasonable price. It'll mess with the price of the first press a little bit, but I don't think that a first press of this record's always going to be expensive. So I'm not a first press seeker for very many things. This one just happens to have the one pressing. So, but yeah. Okay, before we get to the first one, number one, most important Grail of the year, I got to talk about something real quick. This isn't some AG1 ad or anything, but my record label, 31 Records, just released our first like solo vinyl releases that I didn't have to like get with another label, not with a band. It's just I put them out, right? We got an Empire Down Bullshit Detector split 7-inch, and it's on like a chocolate vinyl with pink splatter. They all come with a pressing card, so they'll be hand numbered like this, and then on the back it's got the artwork. And then the split 7-inch has like a little insert that goes with it. But look how pretty this is. I mean, come on, dude. It's like milk chocolate with pink sprinkles, essentially. Just a gorgeous piece of vinyl. But it's got, what's more important than that, it's got 4 songs on it, right? 2 from each band, Empire Down and Bullshit Detector. And it's like a perfect release. I'm so proud to release this that it's unbelievable. Now, I've only got about like 25 copies of this left. I pressed 300 and they sold immediately. So if you want one of these, they're almost gone. Now, this is probably somebody's Grail out there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That'd be amazing. And then we have this solo 7-inch, the No Joy EP from Bullshit Detector. Bam. Dude, this thing is awesome. Check out the vinyl this came on. The lyrics and everything's on the back of the sleeve, so that one's a little bit less stuff with it. But it also comes with a pressing card. Super bright slammer green with black splatter. Or you can booger green, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so this video is brought to you by 31 Records. Anyways, if you want to support these bands or my label, whatever, check it out. Bandcamp link is in the description. I'm just really proud of this. So, if you don't care, you don't care. But if you do, check it out. All right. Okay, so in 2014, a label called Dead Cat Records released very unofficially this Rancid Life Won't Wait Demo Sessions LP. Now, it's just a single disc. There are 500 copies that were made. There's 400 on black, which I assume is what I'll ever end up with if I end up with one. But there was 60 copies on purple, and then there were 40 copies on red. Then it looks like there was a couple. Oh, there's a mispress with both sides that have a Rancid side on it because of what it is. I'll tell you in just a moment. There's also a test press. Let's see. Test pressing on magenta with custom inserted stamp numbers. I'll probably never even see one of those. But yeah, so this record is pretty notorious. It's got two sides, one LP, right? There's a Rancid side, and if y'all remember, there's a band called The Silencers, right? I think that they were doing stuff with Tim, or they were recording with Rancid or something. I don't honestly remember what it was with that band. They did that song, I think, Policeman with them? I can't remember. Anyways, on the Rancid side, you've got Who Would Have Thought, The Wolf, Backslide, Cash, Culture, and Violence, Things to Come, Brad Logan, and Hoover Street. All vastly different versions than what you get on the actual LP. Like, I mean, they're like way different. You can hear this on YouTube. I've made a cassette tape of this. But this is like insane versions of this. Like, I love this. I love this album. I kind of want to make like a unofficial cassette tape of it, but I don't want to get myself in some kind of trouble. You know what I'm saying? If I can make like 50 copies of this, dude, I'd be so stoked. Anyways, on the side B, there's a Silencers side, and it's got The Last Mod, Weep for America, Policeman, the song that they did with Rancid. I don't know, like a Give 'Em the Boot comp or something. Candy, WBD, Express Yourself, which is really, really good. 20th, is it 21st? 21st Century, and then 21st Century dub version. More of like a reggae, rock steady type music, the whole side of the record. But I don't know, man. This is probably the one record out of all the records that exist right now. That's the one that I want the most. Like, I I just want a copy of that record. Now I'm not gonna go pay $1,000 because I think it's ridiculous. But I would pay a fair bit of money for this. I don't know. I don't know what they're really worth. I guess it's worth what you'd pay for it, right? You know, I have no idea. I mean, they could be $50. They could be $250. Neither number would really surprise me. Actually, 50 would probably surprise me. I'm thinking it's probably a couple $100. But I don't know, man. This is one of those things where, like, I would trade some of my personal stuff or some of my test presses for my stuff. I don't know. Like, whatever the person was interested in, right? But if anybody out there has got a copy of this and they want to help me get it, I would appreciate it. This is like the one record out of everything that exists that I want the most. But yeah, just to go over it one more time real quick, I want a upgraded version of the Ivy Energy Cassette, first generation, on like a crispy white tape. Rancid and Out Come the Wolves first press upgrade of like a near mint copy of it. Rancid Demos from the Pit CD. I forgot that was a CD, not a LP, but I really want a copy of that. Then This Charming Man EP. This is Brian Fallon's band before Gaslight Anthem. Those are a couple $100. Street Dogs Fading American Dream, only 300 pressed, also a couple $100. Just two records that I just haven't been able to acquire. And then last, certainly not least, the most important record to me is Rancid Life Won't Wait Demo Sessions bootleg. 500 copies made. Never seen one for sale. Hopefully I will at some point. If anybody's got any kind of way that we can work out something, I can get one of these records or tapes or CDs, whatever. Yeah, let me know, man. My information's in the description, and I'm reasonable. And I'd love to do some kind of unboxing and video. Look at the red rings that are on my eyes. I'm not getting enough sleep right now. I'm exhausted. But I had to do this video. This is on my mind all of a sudden, and I just thought, you know what? I'm going to go and knock this out before I go to bed. So thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate everybody. The channel's growing, and I'm really proud of it. I can't wait till we hit 10K. I'm going to do a 5-hour stream when we hit 10K, and then when we hit 25K, I'm going to do like a all-day open, awake to sleep stream. I'm going to stream all day. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm gonna let an album play while I go grab food, come back in, keep it pushing, man. We're gonna do like a 15-hour stream or some shit. But yeah, man. Let me know what your grails are. What are you looking for? What do you have for sale or for trade? I'm always looking for inventory. You want to sell something, let me know. But yeah, thank you again. I appreciate your time. Hope you're having a great day. And if you're not, it'll be all right, man. You need to talk to somebody, reach out and talk to me. I'm here. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace.